The 1973 P Mint Mark quarter dollar is an exceptional coin within the Washington Quarter series that has grown in significance among collectors due to its historical context, rarity and high-grade conditions, and its strong market demand, with top examples commanding a value of approximately $1,300 in today's numismatic marketplace, making it a must-have for serious collectors and investors alike. Minted at the Philadelphia Mint, denoted by the P Mint mark, the 1973 quarter represents a continuation of the iconic Washington design first introduced in 1932 to commemorate the bicentennial of George Washington's birth. Designed by John Flanagan, the obverse features a dignified left-facing portrait of George Washington, with the word liberty prominently inscribed above, the phrase "In God We Trust" to the left, and the date 1973 below the bust. The reverse depicts the heraldic eagle perched upon a bundle of arrows with olive branches beneath, symbolizing both defense and peace, with inscriptions including United States of America, A Pluribus Unum, and quarter dollar. While the design itself was standard for decades, what sets the 1973 P quarter apart is the combination of condition rarity, mint mark significance, and collector interest that elevates its market value far above face value. By 1973, the United States Mint had long ceased producing silver quarters for circulation, transitioning to copper nickel-clad coins in 1965, which makes the 1973 P quarter a purely numismatic asset rather than one with intrinsic silver value. Despite being struck in large quantities, over 140 million quarters from Philadelphia alone, the number of surviving coins in pristine, uncirculated condition with full luster and minimal contact marks is extremely limited, creating significant competition among collectors, and pushing values up to around $2,300 for certified examples. The strong market value of the 1973 P quarter is primarily driven by grading and condition rarity. While most circulated coins are worth only face value or slightly more, uncirculated examples that have been preserved for decades can achieve significant premiums when graded by professional services such as PCGS or NGC. Coins graded MS65, MS66, and especially MS67 are highly sought after, with very few surviving examples available to meet collector demand. Population reports from these grading services indicate that the number of coins at the highest mint state grades is relatively small compared to the total mintage, and this scarcity directly contributes to the $1,300 valuation of top-quality pieces. The importance of eye appeal, luster, strike sharpness, and absence of bag marks cannot be overstated, as collectors are willing to pay a premium for coins that display these qualities in abundance, particularly because many 1973 P quarters circulated lightly but experienced wear and handling over the decades, leaving fewer gems available for certification and collection. In addition to condition rarity, minting anomalies and errors further enhance the desirability of the 1973 P quarter. These errors, which include off-center strikes, doubled dies, and die cracks, make individual coins highly collectible. Off-center strikes, where the design is shifted significantly on the planche, can dramatically increase a coin's value depending on the degree of misalignment. Doubled die varieties in which the inscriptions or design elements appear doubled due to a misaligned die during production are especially prized among collectors. Some 1973 P quarters exhibit doubling on the lettering such as Liberty or In God We Trust, and these examples can command higher premiums than standard coins of the same year. Although the majority of 1973 P quarters are standard strikes, the occasional discovery of an error coin from this year can transform a routine collector's item into a rare and valuable numismatic treasure. The historical significance of the 1973 P quarter adds another layer of appeal. The early 1970s were a period of considerable social, political, and economic change in the United States. President Richard Nixon was in his first term. The country was experiencing economic challenges such as inflation and energy concerns, and the Vietnam War had left a lasting impact on American society. The Washington quarter, as a coin that had been circulating for over 40 years by 1973, represented a steady and familiar element of daily life amidst this change. Collectors today value this historical connection as it allows them to hold a tangible piece of mid-20th century America. The fact that the coin comes from a transitional era of copper-nickel-clad coinage rather than silver makes it particularly interesting, as it reflects the ongoing evolution of U.S. coinage in response to economic pressures and technological advancements in minting. Professional grading has played a crucial role in establishing the $300 market value for high-grade 1973 P quarters. Coins that are certified by NGC or PCGS come with assurance of authenticity, grade, and preservation, which is highly important in the modern coin market, where collectors and investors alike are willing to pay premiums for verified quality. Raw coins, while potentially valuable, do not command the same prices because buyers cannot be certain of their grade or condition without professional verification. As a result, high-grade certified examples often sell at auctions or private sales for hundreds or thousands of dollars above their face value. The 1973 P quarter, with its combination of condition rarity, historical context, and collector interest, fits perfectly into this high-demand niche, providing both financial and historical value to those who acquire it. Auction results consistently demonstrate the strong collector demand for top-grade 1973 P quarters. Over the years, certified MS-66 and MS-67 examples have achieved prices near $1,300, showing that the market recognizes the rarity of these coins in superior condition. The thrill of finding a gem-quality 1973 P quarter in a roll, mint set, or inherited collection remains one of the driving forces behind collector enthusiasm. Stories abound of coins that were overlooked for decades, only to be discovered in pristine condition and subsequently sold for hundreds or thousands of dollars, illustrating how high-grade 1973 P quarters can become significant numismatic assets. Another aspect contributing to the value of the 1973 P quarter is its role in registry sets and competitive coin collections. Collectors who strive to assemble complete Washington quarter sets by year and mint often view high-grade examples from 1973 as essential pieces. The scarcity of certified coins in top grades means that owning one can make a substantial difference in registry rankings, further driving demand. Even lower-grade coins are valued for their place in sets, but the premium is reserved for coins that combine grade, strike quality, and eye appeal. This competitive aspect of the collector market adds another layer of value to the 1973 P quarter, contributing to its strong market performance and enduring desirability. From a numismatic investment perspective, the 1973 P quarter illustrates how modern coins can achieve significant value based on rarity and demand rather than intrinsic metal content. Unlike earlier silver quarters, the 1973 P quarter is composed entirely of copper-nickel-clad with no silver content, yet it can still command a market price of $2,300 due to the factors outlined above. This underscores the importance of understanding collector psychology, population rarity, and grading in determining a coin's value. Collectors and investors alike recognize that the right combination of historical significance, scarcity, condition, and demand can elevate even a relatively modern coin into a high-value numismatic asset. In summary, the 1973 P mint mark quarter dollar is a remarkable example of how a modern coin can achieve substantial market value. Its combination of iconic Washington design, historical significance as part of the post-silver era, rarity in top grades, potential mint errors, and strong collector demand makes it a highly prized coin. With the market value for pristine examples reaching approximately $1,300, it offers both historical and financial value to collectors. Whether viewed as part of a Washington quarter set, an investment opportunity, or a piece of U.S. history, the 1973 P quarter remains a shining example of how condition, rarity, and collector interest converge to create true numismatic worth, proving that even coins minted in large quantities can become treasured collectibles in the hands of those who recognize their significance. Next up, the 1968 No Mint Mark quarter dollar is a fascinating and highly collectible coin that has become a favorite among both seasoned collectors and new numismatists due to its rarity, history, and market appeal. This coin, which today can reach a market value of around $100, holds a special place in American coinage history, not only because of its design and composition, but also because of the unique circumstances surrounding its minting. To fully appreciate the value of this quarter, it's important to dive into its origins, features, and the factors that make it such a prized collectible in the modern numismatic world. By combining its historical context, minting details, rarity factors, collector demand, and market performance, we can understand why this coin has become so valuable and why finding one could be like striking gold for any coin enthusiast. To start with the historical background, the 1968 no mint mark quarter dollar belongs to the Washington Quarter Series, which was first issued in 1932 to commemorate the 200th anniversary of George Washington's birth. The series was designed by John Flanagan, whose work was chosen over other submissions because of its simplicity and iconic representation of Washington. By 1968, the U.S. Mint was still producing the copper nickel clad quarters that had replaced the 90% silver quarters in 1965. This transition from silver to clad coinage was significant because it marked the U.S. government's response to rising silver prices and the increasing demand for coinage metals. Therefore, the 1968 quarter was already part of an important chapter in U.S. coinage history, making it historically meaningful. The obverse design of the 1968 quarter features the familiar portrait of George Washington, facing left, with the word liberty above his head and the phrase "In God We Trust" on the left side. The year 1968 is inscribed below the bust. While this design was standard across Washington quarters of that era, the distinguishing feature that makes the 1968 no mint mark variety so unique is the absence of a mint mark, which is typically found on the obverse near the date. During this time, quarters were struck at multiple U.S. mint facilities, including Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. Coins struck in Denver and San Francisco carried a mint mark, while Philadelphia coins traditionally had no mint mark. However, beginning in the late 1960s, Philadelphia coins were expected to eventually bear a P mint mark, making transitional pieces like the 1968 no mint mark quarter even more intriguing. The reverse design of the coin showcases a heraldic eagle with its wings spread, perched on a bundle of arrows, with olive branches below. The inscriptions include United States of America at the top and quarter dollar at the bottom, along with the national motto, E pluribus unum. This strong, patriotic imagery reinforced the coin's symbolic role in American identity. While the design itself was not rare, what made the 1968 no mint mark variety valuable was its rarity within circulation and the difficulty of finding examples in pristine, uncirculated condition. Now, when it comes to rarity and collectability, the 1968 no mint mark quarter stands out. While millions of quarters were produced in 1968, only a small portion lacked a mint mark, and those surviving today are even scarcer in higher grades. Many of these coins circulated heavily, losing their luster and sharp details over time. For collectors, the most desirable examples are those graded MS, mint state, by professional services like PCGS or NGC. Quarters in grades like MS65 or higher can command premium prices, with some even selling for thousands depending on their strike quality, eye appeal, and rarity within that grade population. This scarcity in top condition is one of the driving factors behind the coin's high value of 1 in 100 today. Another important factor in determining the value of the 1968 no mint mark quarter is the collector demand. Washington quarters, especially those from the transitional period of the 1960s, have a loyal following. Collectors are often drawn to no mint mark varieties because they represent anomalies or special issues in U.S. mint history. The absence of a mint mark makes the coin instantly recognizable and adds a sense of mystery to its origin. This demand has remained steady over the years, and as more collectors enter the market seeking to build complete Washington quarter sets, the 1968 no mint mark quarter has gained increasing attention. In addition to rarity and demand, historical context adds to the coin's appeal. The late 1960s was a turbulent period in American history, marked by social change, economic challenges, and shifts in U.S. coinage policy. The move away from silver coinage to copper-nickel-clad coins reflected the government's attempts to adapt to economic realities. Owning a 1968 quarter, especially one with no mint mark, is like owning a piece of that transitional era, making it more than just a coin. It's a tangible connection to American history. The coin's market value, estimated at around $2,100 today, reflects a balance of these elements. While circulated examples are often worth far less, high-grade certified specimens are where the real value lies. In auctions and private sales, collectors have shown a willingness to pay significant premiums for top-condition coins. This makes the 1968 no mint mark quarter not just a collectible, but also an investment opportunity for those who understand the dynamics of the rare coin market. Looking deeper into its investment potential, coins like the 1968 no mint mark quarter can appreciate in value as demand continues to outpace supply. The number of surviving high-grade examples is finite, and as more collectors seek to complete Washington quarter collections, competition drives prices higher. For new collectors, even obtaining a lower-grade example can be rewarding, both for its historical significance and for the possibility of future appreciation in value. For seasoned numismatists, investing in a certified mint state example can be a strategic addition to a diversified coin portfolio. To summarize, the 1968 no mint mark quarter dollar is far more than just a piece of currency. It is a rare and historically significant coin that embodies the transitional period of U.S. coinage, showcases iconic design elements, and offers strong market value in today's numismatic world. Its current worth of $2,100 underscores the combination of rarity, demand, and historical importance that makes it so desirable. Collectors treasure it not only for its intrinsic value, but also for the story it tells about America in the late 1960s. Whether held as a collectible, an investment, or a piece of history, this coin remains a shining example of how something as small as a quarter can hold such immense significance in the world of rare coins. Next up, the 1986 D mint mark quarter dollar is a modern yet highly sought-after coin within the Washington quarter series. Celebrated by collectors for its historical significance, condition rarity, and market demand. With certain top-quality examples commanding an impressive $1,600 in today's numismatic market, making it a prized piece for both seasoned collectors and new enthusiasts alike. Struck at the Denver Mint, as indicated by the D mint mark located on the obverse just below the president's portrait, this coin continues the legacy of the Washington quarter series. First introduced in 1932 to commemorate the 200th anniversary of George Washington's birth, designed by John Flanagan, whose elegant portrait has become an enduring symbol of American numismatics, portraying the first president in a dignified left-facing profile, with liberty inscribed above, "In God We Trust" to the left, and the date 1986 below, creating a timeless design that has remained largely unchanged for decades. The reverse, designed by Gilroy Roberts and adapted by John Flanagan's earlier designs, features a heraldic eagle with wings outstretched, perched upon a bundle of arrows with olive branches beneath, while the inscriptions "United States of America," "A Pluribus Unum," and "Quarter Dollar" encircle the design, symbolizing both the nation's readiness for defense and its commitment to peace, making the coin not only a medium of exchange but also a reflection of national pride and historical continuity. By 1986, the Washington quarter had been firmly established as part of American currency for more than 50 years. Long after the transition from 90% silver to copper-nickel-clad coinage that took place in 1965, meaning the 1986 D quarter contains no silver but is highly valued by collectors based on condition, rarity, and historical relevance rather than intrinsic metal content. Although the Denver Mint produced millions of these quarters for circulation, the number of coins that survive today in top-grade mint state condition is remarkably limited, and it is these exceptional examples that drive the market value up to $1,600. As competition among collectors for high-quality specimens remains fierce, the grading and preservation of the 1986 D quarter play a critical role in its market value, as the majority of circulated coins are worth only face value or slightly more. while uncirculated examples graded by professional services such as PCGS or NGC can command significant premiums. Coins graded MS65, MS66, and higher are rare and highly sought after, with MS67 and MS68 specimens being exceedingly scarce, making them highly desirable in auctions and private sales alike. The scarcity of coins in these top grades is largely due to circulation wear, minor contact marks, bag marks from bulk storage at the mint, and the natural loss of luster over time, which drastically reduces the number of coins that meet the strict criteria for top grading. Collectors actively seek out these rare, high-grade examples to complete their Washington quarter sets or to invest in coins that have the potential to appreciate in value, and the 1986 D quarter is a prime example of how a modern coin, struck in relatively large numbers, can still be extremely valuable when preserved in exceptional condition. In addition to condition rarity, the 1986 D quarter is also notable for its minting errors and varieties, which further enhance its collectability and market value. Errors such as off-center strikes, die cracks, doubled dies, and plancher anomalies occur infrequently but can dramatically increase the desirability and monetary worth of a coin. For instance, an off-center strike that shifts the design noticeably on the plancher can command a substantial premium depending on the degree of misalignment, while a doubled die visible in inscriptions like Liberty or In God We Trust can transform an ordinary circulation coin into a numismatic treasure. Collectors who carefully examine their 1986 D quarters may occasionally discover such anomalies, which are highly prized and often bring prices well above the standard $1,600 valuation for high-grade regular strikes. The existence of these errors adds an element of excitement and unpredictability to collecting the 1986 D quarter, demonstrating that even modern coins can harbor hidden surprises capable of yielding exceptional value for diligent collectors. The historical context of the 1986 D quarter also contributes to its appeal. Minted during a period of economic stability and renewed national pride under President Ronald Reagan, the coin reflects a time in American history marked by growth, optimism, and a focus on traditional values, which collectors appreciate as a reflection of the era's social and economic climate. The Washington Quarter Series itself had become deeply ingrained in daily life, appearing in circulation, coin collections, and even commemorative sets, making coins like the 1986 D a bridge between the functional currency of everyday transactions and the collectible treasures cherished by numismatists. Furthermore, the 1986 issue occurred shortly before the introduction of the 50 state quarters program in 1999, meaning it represents the final years of the traditional, uniform reverse design before a new era of state-themed coinage transformed the series, further adding to its historical significance and collector interest. Professional certification and grading have played an essential role in establishing the $1,600 market value of the 1986 D quarter, as coins that have been verified and graded by PCGS, NGC, or similar services provide assurance of authenticity, condition, and quality, which is highly important for serious collectors and investors. Certified coins offer both confidence and liquidity in the market, making them more attractive and often commanding higher prices than raw, uncertified examples. Auction results consistently reflect this, with MS66 and MS67 certified examples routinely selling for close to or above $1,600, demonstrating strong collector demand and confirming the coin's status as a valuable modern collectible. Collectors and investors recognize that scarcity in top condition, combined with the coin's historical context and potential for error varieties, creates a rare opportunity for both financial and aesthetic appreciation. The 1986 D quarter also holds significance for registry sets and competitive collections, where collectors strive to assemble complete Washington quarter sets by year and mint mark. High-grade examples from this year are essential for achieving top rankings within these competitive collections, further increasing their desirability and value. Even coins that are uncirculated but not quite at MS66 or higher can serve as important placeholders in a set. But the real premiums are reserved for the finest specimens, where eye appeal, luster, and strike quality are paramount. The scarcity of these coins in high grades creates a competitive environment where collectors are willing to pay substantial premiums, resulting in market values such as $1,600 for exemplary 1986 D quarters. From an investment perspective, the 1986 D quarter demonstrates how modern coins can achieve substantial value through a combination of rarity, demand, and historical significance, even without intrinsic precious metal content. Unlike silver coins from earlier decades, the 1986 D quarter is composed entirely of copper-nickel clad, making its high value a reflection of collector interest, condition, and market dynamics rather than bullion content. This makes the coin a compelling investment, as top-grade examples have shown consistent appreciation over time, and the potential for error varieties or discovery of exceptional specimens can further enhance value, providing a tangible opportunity for both novice and experienced numismatists to grow their collections and portfolios. In summary, the 1986 D Mint Mark quarter dollar is an outstanding example of a modern coin that combines historical importance, collector demand, condition rarity, and the potential for error varieties to create significant market value, with top-quality examples achieving prices of approximately $600. Its timeless Washington portrait, heraldic eagle reverse, and status as a representative of pre-50 state quarters era coinage make it both a collector's treasure and a historical artifact. Whether pursued for personal collection, investment, or registry set completion, the 1986 D quarter embodies the enduring appeal of the Washington Quarter Series and illustrates how careful preservation, professional grading, and market awareness can transform even a modern coin into a highly desirable and valuable piece of numismatic history, offering collectors a tangible connection to America's past and the ongoing excitement of coin collecting in the present. Next up, the 1991 P Mint Mark quarter dollar is a highly collectible and valuable coin within the Washington Quarter Series, known for its historical significance, condition rarity, and strong market demand, with top-quality examples commanding up to $1,900 in today's numismatic marketplace, making it a prized possession for serious collectors and investors alike. Minted at the Philadelphia Mint, denoted by the P Mint mark located on the obverse just below the portrait of George Washington, this coin continues the classic design first introduced in 1932 to commemorate the 200th anniversary of Washington's birth, with the obverse featuring a dignified left-facing bust of the first president, Liberty inscribed above, "In God We Trust" to the left, and the year 1991 displayed below, all rendered in sharp, detailed relief that has made the Washington Quarter Series one of the most enduring and popular in American numismatics. The reverse design features the heraldic eagle with outstretched wings perched on a bundle of arrows with olive branches beneath, while the inscriptions United States of America, e pluribus unum, and quarter dollar surround the eagle, symbolizing both national strength and peaceful intentions. And together these elements reflect a combination of aesthetic beauty, national symbolism, and historical continuity that collectors deeply appreciate. By 1991, the Washington Quarter Series had long transitioned from silver coinage to copper-nickel-clad composition, with coins containing a copper core sandwiched between copper-nickel layers, a change instituted in 1965 due to rising silver prices. While this means the 1991 P quarter contains no silver, its value is driven entirely by collector interest, condition rarity, and historical significance rather than intrinsic metal content, making it a modern numismatic asset whose worth can far exceed face value when preserved. In mint state or near mint condition, the rarity and collectability of the 1991 P quarter are primarily defined by its condition, as the majority of these coins circulated and experienced the typical wear, contact marks, and luster loss associated with decades of use. However, uncirculated specimens, particularly those graded MS-65 or higher by professional grading services such as PCGS or NGC, are scarce, and it is these high-grade coins that can command a market price of $1,900 or more. The strict criteria for grading, including strike quality, surface preservation, eye appeal, and absence of bag marks, means that only a small fraction of surviving 1991 P quarters qualify as top grade. making them highly desirable among collectors and competitive set builders alike. Coins graded MS66 or higher are particularly rare, and those with exceptional strike details and vibrant original luster are the ones that consistently achieve the $1,900 market valuation, reflecting both scarcity and strong collector demand. Beyond condition, minting errors and varieties in 1991 P quarters can further enhance collectability and market value. While the majority of 1991 P quarters are standard strikes, rare anomalies do exist, such as off-center strikes, doubled dies, die cracks, and planchet errors, which can dramatically increase a coin's value. An off-center strike that shifts the design noticeably on the planchet can command significant premiums depending on the degree of misalignment, while doubled die varieties, where inscriptions such as Liberty or In God We Trust appear doubled due to a die misalignment during production, are especially prized by collectors. Die cracks or die clashes, which create visible irregularities on the coin's surface, also add to the numismatic intrigue and market desirability. For collectors, the possibility of discovering such an error coin in a roll of 1991 P quarters adds excitement and potential financial reward, illustrating how even modern quarters can hold hidden value and appeal. The historical context of the 1991 P quarter further contributes to its appeal. Minted during the early 1990s, a period characterized by economic growth, technological advancement, and political change in the United States, the coin reflects a stable era in American history and serves as a tangible link to that time. The Washington Quarter Series itself, having circulated continuously for nearly 6 decades by 1991, had become an integral part of daily American life, appearing in commerce, coin collections, and mint sets, and it continued to attract attention from both casual and serious collectors. Moreover, the 1991 P quarter represents the pre-50 state quarters program era, as the state-themed quarter initiative would not begin until 1999, making coins from this period particularly attractive to collectors seeking traditional designs before the modern commemorative series reshaped the series. Professional, certification, and grading have been pivotal in establishing the $1,900 market value of the 1991 P quarter, as verified mint state coins provide assurance of authenticity, quality, and condition, which is crucial in today's competitive coin market. Coins that are certified by PCGS or NGC carry added confidence for buyers, increasing their desirability and price. Auction results consistently show that MS65, MS67 certified examples of the 1991 P quarter achieve prices at or above $1,900, reflecting strong collector demand and highlighting the scarcity of high-grade examples relative to the total mintage. Collectors and investors recognize that rarity, coupled with professional verification, creates a stable and appreciating asset in the numismatic world. The 1991 P quarter also plays a significant role in registry sets and competitive collections, where collectors aim to assemble complete Washington Quarter series by year and mint mark. High-grade examples from 1991 are essential for registry collectors seeking to achieve top rankings, and the scarcity of certified mint state specimens enhances their value. Even lower-grade uncirculated coins have utility in completing sets, but the real premiums are reserved for the finest examples, which combine strike quality, luster, and surface preservation, driving the coin's market value to $1,900 for exceptional specimens. This competitive dynamic underscores the importance of condition rarity and collector interest in determining the market performance of the 1991 P quarter. From a numismatic investment perspective, the 1991 P quarter exemplifies how modern coins, even those made of base metals, can achieve substantial value based on rarity, collector demand, and historical relevance. While it contains no silver, the combination of high-grade preservation, potential error varieties, and historical significance provides a strong case for inclusion in a collection or investment portfolio. As top-grade examples are limited, the likelihood of appreciation over time remains high, particularly for collectors seeking a stable, tangible asset that also holds aesthetic and historical value. In summary, The 1991 P Mint Mark quarter dollar is a remarkable example of a modern collectible that combines historical importance, condition rarity, potential minting anomalies, and strong collector demand to create substantial market value, with certified top-grade coins achieving around $1,900. Its classic Washington design, heraldic eagle reverse, and position in the pre-50 state quarters era make it both a collector's treasure and a tangible piece of American history. Whether pursued for personal collection, registry set completion, or investment purposes. The 1991 P quarter embodies the key factors that contribute to numismatic value: scarcity, condition, historical relevance, and market interest. For collectors, the coin offers both a connection to the past and a potential opportunity for future financial appreciation, proving that even coins minted in the late 20th century can hold significant significance and desirability within the world of rare coins.